The wall. Step on a flight, be there by the night. Get ready, cause man, we taking off. No doubt, this world is mine. By myself when I lose track of time. No, I'm not new with that. Got my crew in the back, I feel alright.
Take me to my city. Look at the window, it's so pretty. No need to be quiet, I'm making this live, so won't you rock with me? Just step up to the London town.
What?
Look at me now, I shut it down. Gonna make this world my own, won't stop, next up, you can spread it all go.
1,000 miles away. Care what the people say.
We don't care.
Cause love will lead the way.
Let it out, let it out.
Tonight we'll celebrate.
Come on, let's go. Life is a journey and this is my dream. Doing it for UK, LA, Miami, straight to the Philippines. Every city is a dance floor. Traveling the world like we all tour. That's right, I do it for Be More. My hometown, it's all yours.
We're 1,000 miles away. We don't care what the people say.
We don't care.
Cause love will lead the way.
That's right.
Tonight we'll celebrate.
Passport doesn't expire. International down to the wire. All this love got me on fire. Living my dream, past my desire. Let's go.
right, Kinsman.
Here we are.
It's warm outside, so break out the cliches.
That's right.
Hot as dogs, is that what it is?
It's hot. You know we're getting close to spring when the Leafs are out of the playoffs, right?
Oh, right.
But look at that. Florida, the one we lost to, moves on to the Stanley Cup
That's
Finals.
not a bragging point at all. So
Right.
Nice try.
We lost to the future Stanley Cup champs, is what all Leaf fans will say.
It's been a couple weeks and still with the Leafs, right? You weren't going to talk about the weather, like the weather changes every second.
Well, the weather changes every 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, we had, frost on our windows
Okay.
yesterday. Now we're going to be complaining. It's going to be 31 or 32 over the weekend.
Who's going to be complaining?
No one.
No, plenty of
I don't want to
people
see
are.
anybody complaining about the heat this weekend. It's going to be
That's
a beautiful weekend. Lots planned. Again, if there's someone out there saying there's nothing going on this weekend, they're not following our show.
That's right.
Everything we've talked about is happening this weekend. Everybody always picked the weekend.
Hello, Matthew.
Yeah, Matthew
Hello,
tuning in.
Gail, who was on the show last night. By the way,
Yep,
Kinsman.
Gail. Hi, Gail.
That's right.
Good to see you.
We well, let's introduce our guests.
Yes,
first.
yeah, another
Let's get there.
big event happening on
Yes.
the weekend, the 51st annual Timmins Multicultural Festival.
Yes.
McIntyre Arena, noon to 4. And this is noon to 5, I should say. And this is another great night to bring a couple more guests onto the show. We've got Natalie representing the Latino community, which you'll see a part of the Parade of Nations on Sunday. And, of course, a part of the Parade of Nations. You can't have a Parade of Nations without the bagpipes. Tom Luke from the Timmins Police Pipes and Drums joining us. Pleased to be here.
There we go, Kinsman. Was that a good introduction out of 10?
Oh,
What
yeah.
would you give him, a 6, 7?
No,
You can give me a 9.
was awesome.
A 9?
Is that awesome? You're just
9?
saying that because you're sitting here?
A 9 out of 20. Okay, I agree.
Yeah,
So
I'm going to see a post after the show.
And thank you very much for everyone for joining us. You know,
Yeah.
the Multicultural Festival has so many people involved. We had to break it into 2 shows, and probably could break it into 50 shows with all the people that come together to make this such a success. We were saying on Tuesday, Top 100 Festival.
Yeah, Top 100 Festival. It's taken 30 years to get there, the 51st year. It's nice to see it now when people say, wonder what we can do in this province of Ontario. And again, for the Top 100 Festivals, they're going to see Timmins on the map.
That's right. So let's start with Natalie. We're ready to go. I was saying before the show, I love the Latin way of life, and I'll call it like that, because they know how to handle stress appropriately, in my mind, for what I've seen. And Natalie, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but they're not as worried about the clock. That doesn't mean they don't get things done and work hard. They just know the ranking of things that are important. Now, Kinsman,
They know how to prioritize.
You like to sleep and show up late. This is not what I'm talking about, okay? I'm talking about the right way. And, you know, when I visit Latin countries, I'm always in awe of how they've mastered it. Now, do I have this correct, Natalie?
Yes, actually, we are easygoing people. We have a few of those ones that they are stressed to be on time and to be everything done as the rules. But I can say that I am a little bit of the other side of the coin. We are easygoing. We are worried to quality time, not quantity. And yes, we are enjoying the life, no running for life.
You said it 100 times better than me. You know, it's the quality over quantity.
That's it.
Yes.
And they, you know, from what I've seen, speaking with Latin friends, always go way out of their way to make people feel comfortable, whether it's their home, their business, and their event. They excel in, I'll call it customer service, but they excel in making people feel wonderful.
We are always trying to go a little bit above and beyond in offering warm service to the people that we care or we offer.
Here we go. It's an amazing way to live, Mark.
It is.
They're
And,
doing it right, I'm
There's
telling
a
you.
lot of fine folks in the Latin community, and
Yes.
of course representing. I always like to say every spot under the planet is going to be under one roof in the MAC for the 51st annual Timmins Multicultural Festival. Now, tell us who is under the Latin community umbrella when people go down to the MAC this Sunday.
Well, for this Sunday, we have 3 booths participating on the festival. We will have food from Chile, Venezuela, Colombia, Cuba, Mexico, and Nicaragua. Those one are the 6 countries that actually opted for participate. Anyway, on the parade, we will see Chile, Colombia, Guatemala, Honduras, Mexico, Nicaragua, Peru, and Venezuela. And maybe on Sunday, somebody else feel brave to participate. But those one are the ones that we have for the moment. And even more, to let you guys know, we have here in Timmins 14 countries under the Latin American group. Obviously, I mentioned, I repeat a few. Chile, Venezuela, Peru, Colombia, Cuba, Mexico, Honduras, Nicaragua, Argentina, Ecuador, Brazil, Guatemala, Dominican Republic, and Spain. That's all the countries that we have right now.
Wow,
Isn't that
quite the
amazing?
representation.
Here in Timmins.
Yeah.
So
In Timmins.
we were mentioning on Tuesday, you know, sometimes you get busy with your day-to-day life, go to work, kids, school, a whole bunch of activities. You don't realize how much of a melting pot we are and how many nationalities.
How diverse our
Diverse we are.
cultures are in
So-
this city.
If you want the proof, come to the Multicultural Festival, and you will see people from all across the world.
All around
And
the world.
And that's an amazing number.
Yeah, well, for numbers, actually we have this Christmas our first Latin Christmas party, and we was expecting around 120 attendance on the party just from Latin America or Latin or Spanish speaking families. And from December to today, we can say that we are over the 150 members
Wow.
of the Latin America here in Timmins.
150.
That's right. So I have a bunch more questions for you, but I'm not going to ask, were you shocked with the weather? Well, of course. I'm not going to ask that, but I'm sure you've heard that 1,000 times a day. So look, Mark had
That's
that. Mark's
1,000
writing
and
that off
first.
his list. Oh, don't ask her about the weather.
Can't ask that,
Of course,
cliche.
it's warm
No.
and beautiful there, and it's cold and miserable here. Of course, the weather's a change. But I got a bunch of different questions about how Timmins has been. But we want to say hi to Tom.
Yep, Tom Luke.
Yeah, that's right.
He's here
Glad
from the
to be
Timmins
here.
Police Pipes and Drums. Big part of the multicultural festivals from years past. Many years. How many years now have you?
Well, the band's 23 years old. I think we've done maybe 18 out of the 23. COVID kind of stepped in there and took care of things. But we've done about 18 of the festivals. And before that, it used to be a Legion pipe band. But the Timmins Police Pipe Band now is 23 years old. We're sponsored by the Timmins Police Service and the Timmins Police Association. So those are the big weeks for the pipe band. And we look for, it's one of our biggest gigs every year. We really enjoy, because the people seem to appreciate it. And this year, we're the first of 12 acts. So we're all set, ready to go for, we should be on about 12:30.
All right.
Well,
12:30, yeah. Just part of the, many talented performers going to be performing all afternoon when people are, trying all those different tastes and cuisines.
Yeah, it's not all about the food. It's
No,
the
it's all about
entertainment's
the
a
entertainment.
big part.
That's
Well, of
right,
course.
Yeah.
And we were mentioning that on Tuesday, not only like the food is a big part of it, and meeting people who came here from all different places in the world, but yeah, there's entertainment. If you weren't there last year, you'll find out this year, like it's back to back to back. There are lots of, it's pretty amazing. And if you experience that this Sunday, you'll probably agree. But what I love about when the bagpipes, it's got such a big sound. It fills the room with electricity. And I there's no other instrument that does that.
Well, it gets into your blood. And you see a lot of people, a lot of times when we're playing, even if it's not an Amazing Grace, a slow tune, people start getting all misty-eyed and so forth. And I've done a lot of weddings. I remember the bride coming up and say, "Can you play softly at the back of the church?" Well, they're bagpipes. They're on, they're off. There's no such thing about softly. So a lot of times when we do go perform somewhere, a lot of the technicians love it because we don't need microphones, we don't need speakers. We have our snare drummers, bass, and the pipe section that we will fill the air with a lot of music.
Yeah, that's right. It's got that amazing sound. It's
does.
been a big part of the festival for a long time. So they'll be number one of the entertainment acts. First one out of the gate.
First
one.
of 12, yeah.
There you go.
Is there a lot of
You're gonna
pressure
set
being
the
first?
bar.
You know, not really. In fact, we're happy this time because when we're finished, we might be able to get some food. By the time we finish playing, the food's all
The
gone.
food's all gone.
Well, you know, you got to do what Mark does. I'm up there talking. I put it over to him, and he's over there getting some pierogies.
Yeah, of course.
He's smart. He's
well,
smart.
hey, you were just saying, Natalie and their priorities, that's the priorities there.
But that's what happens year after year at this place.
Yeah.
A lot of people show up late. And if you show up late, a lot of the food is
A lot
already
of the
gone.
food's gone.
So,
and I'm going to say the pierogies. And, you know, we had Holly Rodrigue on the show, her chili and the bannock. Those go quick.
yeah, and at 12:30
Everybody
the
runs
floor
right to them.
opens.
Yeah.
By about 1:15, I started getting slim picked. So get there nice and early, enjoy the opening ceremonies and the Parade of Nations,
Okay.
and get some food.
That is good advice. I love it because it does go quick, and that's such a huge part of the festival. It's always been hard for me to determine which nationality of food I like the best.
Well, you got to try little bits and pieces from
That is
every booth.
that
That's
is the trick.
that's the mission.
So I want to go back to Natalie for a second. So tell us a little bit about your experience in Timmins, and like I said before, I get the climate's different, but how has everything else been? Has it been a welcoming community? Have you found it enjoyable to raise a family? I see your daughter's here. What sort of things attracted you about this small northern Ontario town?
Well, honestly, nothing. It's way too far. It's way too cold. It's way too.
Hey, that's
you know. But actually, I'm here, and that's a really personal question because work. My background is construction. When I came to Canada, I didn't know English. I have my 6 months of ESL courses when I get as an immigrant. And after that, when I thought that was good enough to go back, I find a job and they say, well, sorry, but you seems that you are overqualified. I say, well, it's okay, but give me a chance. I need to start somewhere. I am willing to start wherever. I start working in a mining company, and that's why I'm here. They say, well, you have to relocate, because I was living in Toronto. Say, well, if you guys help me out, I'm willing to travel or relocate wherever. Well, a single woman, I can go wherever. And when they say, yeah, well, we are 8 hours north of Toronto, I say, oh, okay. When I drive here, I say, oh my God, I lost. I was coming from the Sudbury Timmins way, and I say, I'm lost. No signal phone, no anything. I say, I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah.
But beside that experience, I can say that Timmins is being really welcoming. After I found 2 years later the Latin community. That was awesome. Find family away from home, because that's another quality that the Latin people have. They make you feel family for more than you are not. I'm so grateful for them. Since then until today, we have really good friendship with some of the people that I met years ago. And so far, so good. I'm happy. I have my baby. I have my husband. We are happily in Timmins, growing and living a good life. Thank God.
So there was just a comment from Marnie. Hold it up there for a second, Ronnie. It says, Natalie has brought a lot to our community, and her energy and commitment to the society has been so generous.
Thank
There
you,
you go.
Marnie.
There
I
we
really
go.
appreciate that comment. Thanks.
Yeah, that's right.
Good comment.
And Robin Allen had a comment just before it, and she was talking about your interview experience. You know, I hate that. You're overqualified. Yeah, well, I need a job, so that's why I'm applying, LOL. That's right. You know, I worked in human resources for many years, and I never liked when any of my colleagues said that. I mean, if they're taking the time to come speak to you about the job, is because they probably have some interest in this job.
And want the job.
And want to show and grow. It's a good thing.
And if you're overqualified,
Yeah.
then, well, that just means you just need to say, well, you got to pay me double then.
Right. But I always try, you know, to wrap my head around people that, you know, migrate here from other countries, and I try to put myself in that position. If we were to move to Cuba or the Dominican, and I'm not talking about living on a resort for a week. That's not the Cuban or the Dominican way of life. I'm talking like living the lifestyle. It'd be a difficult transition for us because you come accustomed to your
Certain
day-to-day,
things. Your day-to-day
your
is
family,
totally different.
your
Yeah.
friends. you know, people that are most important to you are gone, and,
Yeah.
and it's not an easy thing to do.
No, it's not easy when you have to go home and actually sit down in an empty table just by yourself, when you are used to have your mom, your dad, your sister, your cousin, maybe the neighbor upstairs, downstairs, the house beside, that just come in and join you. And, well, that's life, and that's part of the learning experience that as a human being you have to go through.
When we were in Cuba in February, we went on a couple tours. And one of the guys told me, he says, when you get married, you have two choices. You're going to move in with your parents or her parents. And you better hope it's not her parents, he goes, because your life is done for. But, you know, he was joking, I think. But it told me a lot. Well, maybe he wasn't, but he told me a lot about, you know, families stick together.
Yes. Yes,
They really
we
do.
try, yes.
Yeah.
It's the, well, obviously nobody will be helping you, nobody will be extending a hand to any situation than family. And yes, family try to stick together.
Yeah, as much as they possibly can. And I find too, like, they're so grateful for so little compared to what we have. And I'm talking about just things.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about, you know, family and quality of time. I'm just talking about TVs and cars and houses and stuff like that. You know, just items.
Yes.
But the most important perspective is family and friends and great food and memories. Because when you get older, you really remember, you don't remember that expensive toy, but you do remember time you've spent
Yes.
more than anything else
With
purchased.
the-
Time with family
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
friends.
And actually,
Yeah.
usually is with the most simple toy that you play on the floor of the cousin house, that supper that you have. That's the moment that you remember.
Those are the
no
memories
day-
right
yeah.
there.
There it is. Now, I spent a lot of time with Mark. That's more of a nightmare. Right?
that's
So
another.
it went the opposite way of the Latin
Well,
community.
but they are memories too.
Yes, yes,
I'm just joking.
Yeah, the nightmares will really stick there.
Yeah. He's going to live with me forever. Okay, so there was thank you, Ronnie, right on the ball. It's time for a compliment for Tom, Mark.
Okay.
Tom has been a strong pillar as well as keeping the Scottish culture alive for young and old alike. Never call a Scottish person Irish. That's a no-no, kids. Is that a no-no or is that just a joke?
It's a no-no.
Okay, it is a no-no.
But when it comes to the pipe band, I have to tell you, we do a lot of St. Patrick's Day parades. And a lot of people, why are you going to an Irish parade, you're a Scottish pipe band? Because St. Patrick's Day falls in a place where we want to get away from the snow. So it's a great way to get away from the snow. The pipe band, we've done Savannah, Georgia. We've done it twice down there. New York City. The thing is with New York City, we thought we'd get away from the snow, and the day we show up for the St. Patrick's Day parade, it snowed like crazy. It's just like, you look at the video, and from here up, everybody's full of
Okay,
snow.
hold
That
on.
didn't work out.
This is very interesting. So you're telling us you were in New York City for their St. Patrick's Day parade, which is historically like one of the biggest,
One of the
and
biggest parades
It's
on
the
the
biggest,
planet.
yeah.
infamous
Yeah,
and
it
famous
is.
at the same time parades in the world. Was it pretty wild?
Yeah, it's fantastic. When you get into the parade, you figure how long the parade is, but within a flash, it was over. We marched past all the cameras, CBC, or it's not CBC, a lot of their local cameras. They have it all set up like a stage, and that's the end of the parade. It's like, oh, it's over already? Like, it flew by. And you look at lots and lots of people watching it. But unfortunately, when we showed up, it snowed, so we're not allowed to go back to New York anymore because we were blamed for
You
all the
jinxed
snow.
it. You brought the Timmins weather.
But Savannah, Georgia, it's the second biggest parade. And it was really kind of strange thinking about Savannah, Georgia as being a lot of Irish people down there because it's so deep in the south. Absolutely incredible parade. Fantastic. We've done it twice. A few years ago, there was the big one, though. We went to Cork, Ireland.
Oh, geez.
And we played in their St. Patrick's Day parade. I thought, hey, it's an Irish parade. Let's go to Ireland. We were the first Canadian contingency in that parade in the history of the Cork St. Patrick's Day parade.
Isn't that awesome? So
Amazing.
my mom was Irish, so my mom was always on my dad for being antisocial and not wanting to. My dad liked his peaceful, keep to himself life. So then my mom brought him to Ireland on a trip. And she called me to complain, oh, you should see your dad. He's at the pub. He's smoking cigarettes. He's having a good time. Like, that's Irish hospitality, Mom. Like, now she never sees him the whole 2 weeks.
You want to talk about Irish hospitality?
Yes.
The mayor of Cork invited all the bands that are in the parade to go to City Hall. So we all show up at City Hall. We're sitting there. They have a bar at City Hall, a big bar. And I go, that's what Timmins needs. Our city council here needs a bar to get things straightened out.
I'm just
There
going
we
to
go,
the
Kinsman.
council meeting again.
Oh, yeah.
I agree. And if they get a bar, after 3 drinks, we'll start the live stream. And then we'll really get some of these
That's it, right
potholes filled. I love it. But yeah, every culture has their unique ways of doing things. And I seem to like every single way. to be
Maybe there's a
honest.
way to get people into council, right? If we put the bar in there, people are all going to be lining up for these positions.
We might get some stuff done. Maybe get some potholes filled.
That's right.
Let's talk about the potholes after a few beers.
So you are actively, you folks are actively recruiting people to join the pipe band.
Yes. Well, first of all, it's a non-profit organization. No one gets paid to do anything. My wife is our lead drummer. She teaches snare drums. I teach pipes, and I have a pipe sergeant, Ben. He helps to teach pipes as well. So we have weekly classes, and anyone who wants to join the pipe band, if you already know how to play bagpipes or snare drum, oh, that's a bonus. But we're so far north, really hard to find someone that's already been trained. So we train in weekly classes, no charge. If they're good enough that they do get into the band, there's no charge for the uniform or anything. Pipers have to buy their own bagpipes, but the drummers are supplied by the pipe band. So if anybody is interested, or if you know someone that wants to take up bagpipes and drums, contact us either through Facebook, even if you're calling Timmins Police, they'll forward your information to myself, and we can take it from there.
Just don't call 911 and say,
No.
hey, emergency, I want to join the pipe band.
Yeah, I want to play some bagpipes.
But yeah, so your Facebook page, what's it called?
It's just Timmins Police Pipes and Drums on Facebook.
There you go.
And drop by just like us. It's we have all of our pictures on there over the years that we've. I started the band 23 years ago, so there's pictures going way back to the very first time we.
Way back to the first time.
When I was young.
You were talking about all these spectacular, parades that you've taken part in. Do you ever go back and watch some of the footage? Does it make you cringe watching old footage?
No, it actually brings back a lot of really good memories. So for the Savannah, Georgia, we stay on the Air Force Base, and they just roll out the red carpets for us. We went to, some of us went down to the Pipe Fest in Scotland, and that was like 10,000 pipers and drummers. And we had to march down onto this big field, Hollywood Park. It's like 10,000 pipers and drummers. Absolutely incredible to see and be part of.
A sight to behold. Tricia says, oh my God, the bagpipes reminds me a lot of my grandpa. He always woke us up with bagpipes music. He would crank it. I just love bagpipes. That's one way to get up.
That's it.
Right.
And as you heard from Tom, there's no no quiet. For the
One of the nice
bagpipe.
things about our pipe band, my wife is our lead tip. She teaches all the drummers. Well, all the snare drummers, we have 3 snare drummers, and 1 student that should be coming in the band in the next few months, they're all women.
Okay.
Our bass drummers are Martin Peel.
Yeah.
And thanks to Martin and Pads, because he gives us a place to practice.
Oh,
We
you
use his office.
practice at his building there.
Yeah, there's nobody there at nighttime, so
Except
we
for
can make as much
Sniper.
noise as we.
Except for Sniper, the dog.
Sniper
Does
wouldn't even be there.
Sniper
now.
like the bagpipes?
I don't think dogs like bagpipes.
No, they don't. Not even Sniper, highly qualified. But yeah, but that's awesome. That's good. So it's
Yeah.
a diverse group.
Yeah, and he plays bass. He started last year with the band, and a lot of people ask about the pipe band. Do you have to be a policeman to be in it? Right now we have an inspector from Timmins Police, Darren Donnell. We have a retired staff sergeant, Rob Knox from the OPP.
Yeah.
We have a correctional officer, Lisanne McDonald, one of our snare drummers. And I was a correctional officer for 30 years. I'm retired now, and I'm the pipe major of the band. The rest of the band are all civilians, doctors, optometrists, and so that's what makes the world go round in the pipe band.
Wow.
It's a beautiful
Quite
thing.
the group. And again, they're looking for future members.
There we
so
go, yeah.
Get in touch with
And
Tom
on
after
that
the
note,
show.
on that note,
Oh, what's
We're
he got
gonna-
here?
On
We're-
that
we're gonna-
bagpipe note.
we're going to
right.
make you guys honorary members of the pipe band.
Oh, wow.
Oh, look at this.
Well, look at that. Well, here.
This is a beautiful thing. Timmins Police Pipes and Drums, Kinsman.
Yeah. Well, are you going to put yours on now?
Of course I'm gonna put mine on. Now. I'm even
Put
gonna
it
wear
on
it
now.
I'm even gonna. Oh, I gotta adjust the.
Yeah, I got to adjust that.
Now they're gonna see my bald head on camera, and there's gonna be some
Welcome to the world.
a glare. There's gonna be a glare But I'll be like the cool kids. Whoa, I really got to adjust this.
And we'll be selling these hats too as a fundraiser for the Pipe Band.
On Sunday?
Yeah.
All right.
We'll have,
we
we
go.
recorded a CD a few years ago. We'll have some CDs there as well.
Thank you so much, my good man.
Yes. Thanks so
There
much.
we go.
My pleasure.
These are nice hats.
They are nice hats. I love a good hat, Kinsman, so we really appreciate that. It's a very nice gesture. I'm going to steal Kinsman's too when he's not looking because I like it. I'm just joking. Maybe I'm not. So let's talk about the Multicultural Festival. That's one of the main reasons why we're here.
Lots of things to see, to do. If you've never been, well, why not make the 51st annual the go-to? And again, this is how this event has thrived for over 30 plus years. The 51st year, it's now a top 100 festival. Again, it's in that book and ranked as a top 100 festival because so many people that come through and continue the success of the event. You've got the Parade of Nations at 12. You've got the festival floor opens for everybody with international music and dance. Partners exhibits. They've got 50-50 draws happening.
A lot going on. I specifically want to. Well, we know what when Tom and the crew hit the stage, we know what's going to be performed, and we're really looking forward to that.
Yeah, we're looking forward to the
But
Timmins Police
for
Pipes and
Natalie,
Drums.
what can we expect for the entertainment section?
Well, Latin America have actually two performers. Have from Sudbury, sorry, I need my eyes.
Oh, go ahead.
Need your eyes.
Soy Monroy and the Northern Latin Flavor. They are three girls that they are coming from Sudbury. They are salsa and bachata
They were part of last year's.
last year.
Yes.
They are
They
coming
put on
again.
a beautiful dance and the traditional dress. It's just a sight to see. And again, another reason why you need a ticket to get through the door. And you don't even need to, spend anything on the ticket because we heard from Holly Rodrigue. Donations, if you want to donate anything from $2 up, that's your admission in for Sunday.
Yeah, and we have a second show that is coming this year, and we are excited for that. Myself specifically, because it's a good friend from my nationality, Chile, that herself and her husband are dancing the Chilean typical dance on stage.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful.
That will be something excited and really nice to see.
Well, isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Mark tried the salsa and threw out his back.
The
Trying to get
salsa,
romantic
I
with
spilled
his
it on my
partner.
shirt. I
Yeah.
confused the salsa.
Tried to get
I was
romantic.
eating them with nachos.
Yeah.
And then they said, you have to dance. I said,
Yeah.
I'll stick to eating these
Yeah.
ones.
Tracy said you embarrassed her, Kinsman, trying that salsa. But try it again. Try it again on Sunday. That's the only way to learn, right?
Yeah, definitely.
That's right. What did Shakira say? Like, our hips definitely don't lie because we're not moving them too well.
Our hips don't
Our hips
work.
tell the truth. Shakira was right.
Yeah, the hips doesn't lie.
Isn't that awesome? And in terms of food, you mentioned all the different, countries that are chipping in. We're going to have some good smell coming from over there.
Oh,
And
lots of good smells.
Not just for Latin America. I'm pretty sure everybody have a really nice menu to offer you. But basically for Latin America, we will have the most popular empanadas, the empanadas chilenas. They are from whatever we call Mama Carmen. That's the created or the one that brought the empanadas here to Timmins since 2009 when she started on the Multicultural, and after the Multicultural to the Farmer Market every summer. She's been there, except those years that COVID didn't let her participate. We will have then the empanadas, the pebre, that is the typical salsa that goes with the empanadas. From Venezuela, we will have the ham bread, the quesillo, that is a kind of flan or pudding that you guys will call it. For Cuba and Nicaragua booth, we will have the pulled pork sandwich, the Valenciana rice and coleslaw. From Colombia and Mexico booth, we will have arepa, that I'm pretty sure you guys know is a kind of a sandwich. A fillet with ground beef, chicken, or chicharron, and bollitos of corn flour. from Mexico. We will have freshwater horchata, tuna turnovers, buñuelos de viento, y salsa macha. Please don't ask me about how spicy is the Mexican food because I don't know and I don't eat spicy.
All right. Well, there you
Let's
go.
just say it's
Yeah.
gonna
At your
put a
own
little
risk.
heat
Oh yeah,
on those lips.
definitely
Yeah.
will be.
I'm getting hungry
If
already.
you're looking
Right?
for some
There you go.
heat, head on down.
Well, yeah, and you were
grab some
already
of that
mentioning,
amazing
Tom,
food.
how fanatic people are for the food, because you get so many variety and things that you don't normally eat on a day-to-day basis, and try, test your taste buds.
That's right, and dive into
Yeah.
the diversity and the diverse the cultures of food that
And
are
you
in
have-
this city. And again, from all around the world, you can try little bits and pieces on your plate this Sunday.
You have a little bit of everything for every taste. You have sweet, salty, spicy, regular taste. It will be a really good variety, not just for Latin America, for all the tables. For sure will be, as always, will be. I suggest go with the empty stomach.
Go with
So
an
go with an empty stomach.
Empty stomach.
And since we're on the topic of food, the Taste of Timmins cookbooks, Natalie, you wanted to mention, because there's a couple of pages. If you haven't bought a book yet, there's another reason to come down this Sunday.
Here, we
These
could,
books are going to be available
We'll give
for
you a nice
$20.
Yes.
zoom up right there. We'll get Ronnie to drop the
Yeah.
comment for we can see it.
So the Taste of Timmins cookbook, they're
there you go.
$20.
Yes.
And again, the money raised goes to the Anti-Hunger Coalition in Timmins, which is a great organization. And again, you've got a couple great recipes in there that are on the pages of the Taste of Timmins cookbook.
Well, I'm pretty sure that every recipe is really good. I have to be honest, I only tried a few. But whatever I have marked here is not mine, but my group, the Latin America recipes. We have the Chilean empanadas here that is popular, and we know that you guys like it because it's been every time that is for sale, they sell really
They
fast.
sell out, and they're on page 50 of
Oh,
the
yeah.
Taste of Timmins cookbook.
He knows it. Did you
Page
memorize
50.
that, Kinsman?
No, she's got it dog-eared there. So there you go, page
Dog-eared,
50.
yeah.
And the next one is the tres leches cake. That's also a really good popular dessert from Latin America. And yeah, those are the two recipes.
Those are the
for
two.
our-
So if
yes.
you want to taste the Latin
But-
Latino community, again, that was on page 169. So page 50 and 169 of the
It's a-
Taste of Timmins
You've been
cookbook.
practicing.
Yeah,
all
you've
that.
been practicing right off the
Yeah,
top of
but
his head.
I'm pretty sure every recipe is also really good and good to try and good $20 to help a good community.
Well, for
in
$20,
town. Yes.
you're getting all these amazing, not only do you get the recipes, you get the stories behind each
Oh, yeah.
recipe in
Yeah.
the Taste of Timmins cookbook. So another reason to go down in.
That's
You
right.
know, you put a toonie in, like Holly said back a couple days ago, a toonie to get yourself in, spend $20, get the Taste of Timmins cookbook, and bring some bucks and try a taste from all around the world with all the amazing tastes,
And maybe
cultures of
maybe invite
cuisine.
you two guys to go over and help them brave.
Of course, yes,
we
yeah.
will.
We're always willing to help out, There was a question about bagpipes, Ronnie. I know Ronnie had it put on screen for a bit. Do you need a good air system to play the bagpipes? Curious for someone perhaps like me that has never done this before. From Trisha.
Well, my wife says it's a perfect instrument for me to play because you got to be full of hot air, and it takes a lot of hot air. And apparently, I'm full of hot air. It's kind of strange. Different people have different ways of playing the pipes. You start off with a practice chanter, first of all, and it's only just about that big. Usually on that for about a year, and then you graduate over to the bagpipes. Now, because it's a woodwind instrument with 4 reeds, it does take a lot of air. But when we start students on bagpipes, they'll just get the bag, we shut off all the drones, and you have your chanter reed. So you'll play that for a little while, get used to blowing and try and build up your lungs, and you'll feel the muscles in your cheeks, your throat, your arms, everything. It's a good workout. You wouldn't know it in my physique, but it's a good workout. And then we'll pop a drone. And then, it's got to go back again, it's taking more air. And then as soon as you get used, then you pop another drone. We're getting there. And once you get used to that, all 3 drones are going, you've got the chanter going. And it takes a few months to get that up
Get
to
it
par.
down to a science, yeah.
But some pipers, it would take a year or 2 and still just maybe operating on 2 drones or 1 until they eventually start building up the stamina to play it. But we've had some lady pipers come in the band and have no problems at all. So
Right.
it's for anybody. You just have to give it a try.
Give it a shot.
And again, they're looking for volunteers, people to join the band.
If Mark falls asleep at work, he can come in and play Ole Zine or something.
That'll wake him up.
That'll wake him up.
big time,
We'll get him going. It'll
That's it.
blow the tag off his hat. Okay, so we'll start with Natalie. Is there anything that you wanted to talk about that we haven't chatted about yet?
Well, I would like to take the moment to promote a little bit the Latin community plan or association because we want to grow that big. We want to let you guys know that after the multicultural, just keep in touch. We have also a Facebook page and an email address that you guys can make it public if you want. We are planning to offer Latin flavor all year round. Meaning with this one that we are planning to do spaghetti night, we are planning to bring back the Latin gala that we have before COVID. Last month we have a Latin potluck with the help of the Timmins Multicultural Center and the Timmins Museum. I saw the post that right now is going an announcement for salsa classes in town. That will be June 1st, if don't remember wrong. I am no coordinator that, but that is whatever I'm meaning with. We are growing and keep in touch. That Latin community will be offering possibly every month something to do, something to taste, somewhere to go and try new things.
Hey, that's awesome. Wow. And Mark's like, he said he thought I was going to have a joke queued up, right?
No.
He thought I was going to have a joke. But there's no I think I could salsa better than you can.
You think so?
I don't know.
Maybe we can try that on Sunday.
We will try it on
We'll see.
Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Who
And
can
then,
salsa the
Natalie, if
best?
you have a moment, we'll cue you, and then you can judge us. Out of embarrassing to really embarrassing are probably going to be your two standards.
That's it. Well, there'll be we'll get
Yeah.
an
But
empty
we'll try.
jar of salsa for the person who has the worst salsa.
Well, how about when you guys try to do something with Zoe? Zoe is the dancer that will be coming. She can actually judge you, teach you, and
All right.
Put
I
you
like
to
to be
dance.
judged, so this will be a good opportunity.
That's it. Judge from the professionals.
That's
oh,
right.
okay, there you go. Zoe, you have a task on Sunday before dancing and after.
You mentioned a Facebook page. What's the?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know the name of it?
Yeah, we are Latinos and Timmins, Ontario. Oh, you did my notes. Sorry.
you take your time. There's no
Yeah.
rush here.
Yeah.
No rush.
Facebook, Latinos and Timmins, Ontario. That's our Facebook. Just send a message and we add you to the group. And if you want to communicate with us, we have latinosandtimmins@gmail.com.
Okay.
That's also, you guys can send an email and we answer you. I know that just talking is when you find out that it's more Latin people in Timmins.
Yeah.
That means if you guys want to be part of the really noisy party people, good people, really,
That's the Facebook group to,
Yeah,
to
well, why not?
latch onto.
Yeah.
we are really nice people. Don't take me wrong, but yes, if you want to be part of the Latin community, just send us a message and any of us will be happy to include you in the group.
It really is a beautiful culture, and we're very fortunate enough for you to come on and talk to us a little bit about it. It is 1,000% a beautiful culture. I love it. I find that they've mastered life. So it is awesome. It
Thank you.
really
It
is.
is a pleasure
We got to
to be
quit
here.
being so stressed out here, kids. But
That's right.
look at me. I'm throwing away my
Less
Apple Watch.
Stress. Follow Natalie and
That's
the
right.
Latino community.
Maybe I would still have hair if I was living in a Latin country.
You
It
think
wouldn't
so?
have
You
all
might.
fallen out.
That's
You
it.
know.
Can you imagine Klomp with hair?
I would look
like
like
Fabio.
Enrique Iglesias. I'd have beautiful hair.
The long locks of
Natalie's like,
Fabio.
not even with the stress.
She's just trying to picture you
Yeah.
with hair.
Well, maybe one day. And for yourself, Tom, anything that we haven't touched upon?
No, we've, like I said, we've got a bunch of concerts around Timmins. We're doing all the seniors' homes. Then we're off to Yorka Falls to do the senior home there as well. Connaught, there's a Connaught Heritage Day, I think, is coming up there. It's about a week before July 1st, somewhere in there.
Okay.
We're doing a little performance there as well. And we're just all over the place. And come and see us on Facebook. If you want to contact the band for anything, our email address is highlandpiper59@hotmail.com. But again, worst case to worst, just go to Facebook or even call Timmins Police. They'll direct you to the pipe band. And we're definitely looking for pipers big time right now.
Looking for pipers.
No pay the piper joke or nothing.
I gotta get you guys in the kilt.
You got to get us in a kilt. That's right. In a kilt. Salsa that.
Playing the bagpipes.
Playing the bagpipes. That's right.
There we go.
Eating pierogies. Anyway, that list could probably go on forever because we do love them all. We wanted to thank you both for spending some time
thanks
with
so
us.
much for joining us tonight.
Isn't this awesome? And so these are just two of the many amazing people that ensure that we can have the 51st Annual Multicultural Festival.
Repeating myself, though, get there early.
Get there early.
If you snooze, you lose.
That's
So
right.
make sure
You
get there.
snooze, you lose, and you want to watch the Parade of Nations, watch all the beautiful countries coming out. And of course, Tom, you're going to be there with, the
You'll hear us.
Timmins Police pipes
You'll hear
and
them.
drums.
Hey, let's not forget,
love
big
the
big
bagpipes.
shout out to Marnie.
Yes, Marnie is watching
Marnie's
tonight,
such
adding the comments.
Yeah, Marnie's such a massive part. She wasn't going to come on tonight, but she's like, obviously they're a couple days away from the event, and she's working on a lot goes into planning these events.
Yeah.
And Marnie's like overloaded with the stuff, and she's, we got to give Marnie a big shout out and the committee who's trusted us to host the event for the second straight year. This is a big deal. There hasn't been too many hosts of the Multicultural Festival in this community, and it was a big baton to carry.
A big baton
Yeah,
to
it really
get
was.
passed off from the previous Mike Duty.
Yeah, that's right.
So yes,
It's a big
we
honor.
love Mike, and getting that baton to carry the torch, as they say, is a great honor. We thank Marnie for giving us the proud opportunity to carry that torch on. We also wanted to give Marnie a thumbs up for it's all the hard work that she's put into getting it now into this festival, into the top 100 festivals
There we go.
of all of Ontario, which is absolutely amazing to see.
Shout out to them all. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Thumbs up to you guys.
Thank you. We'll get Ronnie to roll the sponsors. We'll be right back with movie passes Thursday night.
Giving away movies.
And try the newest restaurant in town, the Punjabi restaurant located at 211A Algonquin Boulevard East, right across from City Hall. And if you watch and win KINZ and KLOMP every Thursday, we're going to give you a chance to win the meal deal of the week. And coming up this Saturday, it is the IG Wealth Management Walk for Alzheimer's with the Alzheimer's Society of Cochrane-Temiskaming. And they want you to put a team in for this Saturday's walk in Timmins, Kapuskasing, and Temiskaming Shores. You can register your team online at walkforalzheimer.ca. And do you have a cracked iPhone screen? Do you want to play some Warhammer with other Warhammer geeks? Well, Elite Geeks is the place to go. Elretronics, 133 Spruce Street South in Timmins. And call 705-266-7892 if you're asking for a video game. Did you know that Chad Dabano has over 10,000 video game selections? Also carries virtual reality. And how about those new Android boxes? Contact Chad Dabano today at Elite Geeks. In DAP Cleaning Solutions, residential commercial cleaning excellence guaranteed. Cleaning service, carpet cleaner, janitorial service. Contact Andrew N. to book now for your carpet cleaning, strip, and wax jobs for your commercial unit today. 705-465-3500. And Dare Timmins getting set with a Masonic Chip Ontario. This is going to be a fun day this Saturday with bouncy castles and games for the kids, as well as hot dogs from the Porcupine Lodge. It's this Saturday at the Northern College Integrated Emergency Services Complex from 10 to 4, and it's all free. And call Max and Justin for your free estimate at V&M Renovations for that kitchen, bathroom, bedroom reno. How about some mini excavating? Contact V&M Renovations today, 705-372-3832. And the Urban Park, the Downtown Timmins BIA, getting set for a fun summer. Carnival Week, Superhero Week, Music Week, Christmas in July, Pirate Week, Halloween, Medieval Times, and Science Week. Mark off those dates and have some fun with your Downtown Timmins BIA this summer. In Jackpot City Gaming, getting set for bingo, Vegas-style games, and they're now fully licensed for you at 2 251 First Avenue. And Core Business Solutions, your Apple authorized service provider in Timmins and in Northern Ontario. Drop in with your Apple-related needs at 264 3rd Avenue, Suite 201 Timmins, or call 705-531-3355 today. And Royal LePage Northern Realty Leaders, Albert Seal, wants to seal your deal. Contact Albert today if you're moving, if you're buying or selling, 705-465-3493 to have Albert seal your deal. And Imagine Cinema 6 gearing up for Little Mermaid this Thursday. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 still on the big screen. And how about June 2nd? It's going to be a big one. Spider-Man is in town. And guess what? Advance tickets on sale now at ImagineCinemas.com. And a lot of events happening between now and St. Jean Baptiste Day with Lerone Timmins. Check out all the events and all your ticket information online at LeroneTimmins.ca. And the second annual Helmet on Kids campaign coming up with Girona's Board and Kelly Lawyers and the Seizure and Brain Injury Center here in the city. This is coming up June the 1st at the Sportsplex. This is where you can get a helmet, but they ask you to pre-register. Go to the Girona's Board and Kelly Lawyers Facebook page today. And an 8-day event starts this week with Canadian Tire. Lots of fun for the grand reopening. And how about this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, free bouncy castles, fire truck, popcorn, face painting, pictures with Spider-Man and Elsa, and the Timmins Rock with Mac will be there for the kids with in-store deals, trivia, and some great giveaways. And Masters Tire, best in time, best in price. Get yourself a free on-rim tire changeover today. Call 705-915-3745 or drop in to book an appointment located 440 Algonquin Boulevard East, right across from Hollinger Park. In the Living Space, they've got a Buy a Bed campaign ongoing. The goal is to raise $50,000 in capital to help support the living space here in our community. And the second Khalsa Day Parade is coming up this Saturday, 11 to 3 at the Sikh Temple in Timmins, located at 24 Cedar Street South. We hope to see you there. And lots of fun this Thursday at Roland Michener Secondary School with the Drama Club and their presentation of I Never Saw Another Butterfly. Coming up Thursday night, 7 to 8:30 p.m. at Roland Michener Secondary School, located 155 Legion Drive in South Porcupine. Tickets are $5 at the door, and a concession will be available. And last but not least, we're proud to be the host of the 51st Annual Timmins Multicultural Festival this Sunday. It's a Top 100 festival. Entry fee donations at the door. And we'll see you down there at the Max Sunday at noon for the Parade of Nations.
Who's our voiceover guy? Who is that guy?
Who is that guy?
Right.
Who is that guy?
All right, so as we know, it's Thursday night. RMSS play has been delayed.
Yes, been delayed till next Wednesday.
Yes,
you saw it on our sponsor reel. So next Wednesday, again, they've got the curtain call for next Wednesday night. So still time to get yourself in line to get a ticket. $5, and again, goes back to the Drama Club at Roland Michener Secondary School.
Okay. Good stuff. All right, so we got two prizes to give away.
Two prizes.
I was wrong.
Yes, we've got movie passes to Imagine Cinemas. And again, if you haven't heard that Spider-Man coming out June 2nd, they're doing advanced tickets for that. So maybe you can throw the tickets or your tickets you win towards Spider-Man for next week. June 2nd. Hard to believe we're coming up to June already. And we're also going to give away another Thali experience from the Punjabi restaurant. Daisy Baines and her crew want you to try the new Punjabi cuisine. And every Thursday, we're going to be giving away a Thali experience. So let's give away that to one lucky winner tonight.
And don't forget, Saturday is the Khalsa Day Parade and Jazzy B live at 6 o'clock, Hollinger Park.
Hollinger Park. Lots of things happening. And again, as we celebrate, with our Sikh community here in the city.
All right, Ronnie, let's roll up the wheel of winning. Which one are we doing first, Kinsman?
Let's do the movie passes first.
All right, there. All you have to do is
comment.
comment.
To Imagine Cinemas. That's it.
Comment on the show and roll the wheel there, Ronnie.
And the wheel of winning. Where it stops, no one knows. Who's going to be going to Imagine
somebody's going to
Cinema.
know here shortly.
Imagine Cinemas.
It
And the winner,
is
Tricia Dickinson.
Tricia Dickinson.
Is going to
there she goes.
the movies. Congratulations. She won a bowling pass from us last week, and look at that. She's continuing the string of winning this week, and again, off to the movies.
So we'll get your information and call in from the theater.
And then Colin will send the email to you, and then you'll get that voucher and take that in and turn them into movie passes.
All right, prize 2.
Yep. So the Thali experience from the Punjabi
You can
restaurant.
only win once tonight?
Yeah.
Are you calling that, Kinsman?
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
You're a party pooper. Could have been Trisha again.
Joanne Savard.
Joanne Savard.
Congratulations, Joanne. We love Joanne down at the
Yes, she's
McIntyre
amazing.
Arena. Yeah, the McIntyre Coffee Shop.
Amazing hospitality, Joanne and the McIntyre Coffee. They always
Yeah.
go out of their ways to make us feel so welcome and all their
They do.
customers. So we love them over there.
We love them over there.
Hard-working people, pal.
They are, and Joanne is going to love the Punjabi cuisine if she hasn't been yet. Again, 211A Algonquin Boulevard East, right across from City Hall. She'll be checking out the Thali experience. And we'll get in touch with you, Joanne, after the show and tell you how to get that meal in place. And again, they give you quite the portions, so go hungry.
Trisha says, what about her? Of course we love Trisha. Like, look at her profile pic.
She's still, she's wearing our merch.
How come you
We
and
love
Tracy don't have the merch? You got hot dogs on yours. Why don't you guys
No,
have the KINZ and KLOMP
I
merch?
have the KINZ and KLOMP hoodie on in there, and that merch.
Trisha has double shirts in her profile pic. You got
does.
You got a weenie in yours.
Well, we got the spider dogs.
Okay, I like Trisha's profile pic, and she's amazing. She says, hot dilly dog. Yeah, hot diggity dog. All right, so congratulations. Everyone knows how they're going to get their prizes.
Yes.
If
we'll
you don't
get in
reach out.
touch. Yeah.
Busy day tomorrow?
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah,
we should say we've been invited to go to one of the community living homes for a lunch tomorrow, 11 a.m., pal.
11
That's
a.m.
pretty awesome.
That is, yeah. So we appreciate the invite. We'll be there to have some lunch.
And we're back at Canadian Tire tomorrow at 3 for day 2 of 8 days
Should
of
say
sales.
that day 1 this morning, absolutely amazing. Again, Nancy and John and Greg and the whole crew. New digs. If you haven't seen the new renos yet, make sure you do. The garden center, phenomenal.
There we go. You gonna buy a plant?
Gonna buy
Spruce
some
up your
plants.
backyard?
Well, man, I might spruce up the backyards.
There you go.
Yeah.
Don't run it over. I heard
What
you
did you see when I was taking the tour? The apple trees there. Any tree under the sun is now found at Canadian Tire.
Don't you run over plants with lawnmowers? Isn't this your thing? Destroy 3 months of hard work with your lawnmower.
Whippersnippering.
You whippersnip. Don't be doing that.
Whippersnippered.
That's right. Oh, Tracy says her profile pic was the road hockey one with the K&K sweater for the longest time.
Yes.
Holding a K&K beer.
Yes,
That's right.
so there you go. And that now we've switched it into the spider dogs.
Fair enough, pal. Permission granted. Ronnie, are we ready to close it out? These beautiful folks from the Multicultural Society.
51st Annual Timmins Multicultural Festival coming up Sunday, noon o'clock. We'll see you down there. It's going to be a lot of fun.
All right. Put your sunscreen on. It's getting warm.
It's
Papa
getting warm.
Kinsman says.
30-plus
Back
degrees.
in my day, I wore sunscreen in May.
I'm not staying here to sleep. I'm going home.
All right. Good night, Ronnie.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Attention, this my boarding call. Bags up there against the wall. Step on the flight, be there by the night. Get ready, cause man, we taking off. No doubt this world is mine. Find myself when I lose track of time. No, I'm not new with that. Got my crew in the back, I feel alright.
Take me to my city. Look at the window, it's so pretty. No need to be quiet, I'm making this live, so won't you rock with me? Just step up to the London town. Look at me now, I shut it down. Gonna make this world my own, won't stop, next up, you can spread it all roll.
1,000 miles away. We don't care what them people say.
We don't care.
Cause love will lead the way.
Let it out, let it out.
Tonight we'll celebrate.
Come on, let's go.
Tonight we'll celebrate. Tonight we'll celebrate.
Move, step in the scene. Life is a journey and this is my dream. Doing it for UK, LA, Miami, straight to the Philippines. Every city is an airflow. Traveling the world like we on tour. That's right, I do it for B-More. My hometown, it's all yours.
We're 1,000 miles away. We don't care what them people say.
We don't care.
Cause love will lead the way.
That's right.
Tonight we'll celebrate. Tonight we'll celebrate. Tonight we'll celebrate.
passport doesn't expire. International down to the wire. All this love got me on fire. Living my dreams past my desire. Let's go.